I've always gravitated towards something that's more emotionally driven rather than logic, because I feel like people can really attach to something that they can emotionally feel versus some logical mission.
Yeah.
I'm just curious where you stand on that, and which way do you kind of work towards or advise clients to go towards?
Um, this is such a great question, because one of the toughest things that we do is help an owner uncover their purpose. And a lot of owners, when I begin speaking with them, me included, quite frankly, in the beginning, what is the purpose? Well, I want to be a $10 million company. And then I want to be, it's funny, it's one and two. I want to be 10 million if I'm not. And then the next one they tell me is I want to be 100 million. Those are the two I hear consistently.
Yeah.
And then I said, why? Maybe money, maybe a financial independence, whatever. Those are not bad things. But then I asked them a question. If I'm your employee, how much does that motivate me for you to have a $100 million company? And there's not a high level of motivation in that. And I'm, again, not saying it's a bad thing, but the answer, and you touched on it, is that if I can ask you about what you do and give you a series of questions that ultimately uncovers why is that important and what difference does that make in the world, and I can finally get you to a point to give me a purpose that you can emotionally connect to. And there's this moment in working with a business owner. Some owners, I can do it in the first afternoon. Some owners, it may take a year or longer. But Michael and Arden, you'll see emotion on the owner's face when they finally get it. Like they're emotionally, you feel this energy aura coming off them. And there's nothing more beautiful. And I'll give you an example. Working in the last year and a half with a company that sells natural stone. I mean, their environment is dirty, it's dusty, they're cutting stone all day long. And I said, what's your purpose? Well, we want to be the greatest stone company in the world. And it sounded, I said, wow, that sounds like that's off your brochure. Very marketing. Well, what do you mean? I said, well, what do you really want to do? And then they started talking. I said, tell me about your customers, the letters you've read, the people you spoke to that were the most happiest. And then they started telling me stories. And I could see their eyes light up. You know what they ultimately came out with?
What?
Every project they finish, they take amazing photos of these beautiful projects, homes, backyards with veneer on the house, stone, outdoor fireplaces, things like that. And the owner and the CEO said to me, he goes, you know what our real purpose is? Bringing people together. When I look at our work and I see a family sitting outside with their wife and children around the fire pit, making s'mores, having amazing memories and conversations, I just want to do that over and over and over. And from that, they created this amazing, big, hairy, audacious goal, the Jim Collins BHAG. They do this for several thousand people a year right now, and they're very successful. They want to do it in the next 10 years or less, 20,000 projects a year.
Wow.
Now look at the ripple effect from the contractor to the actual families to the communities. They do community work and residential work. That impact is exponential. But now that they've emotionally connected to it, their ownership has gone up 1,000% in their mind, in their people support behind it. That's the difference.